Hey everyone, Austin here with The Real Seal, back again for another FAQ video to talk to you about polyjacking. What is polyjacking? Polyjacking is the process in which contractors lift and level your concrete slabs. Think your driveways, sidewalks, patios, even the inside of your home's floors, that sort of thing. The process entails drilling these dime-sized holes in the slab itself and then injecting a two-part expanding foam. And it mixes under the slab and expands. And as it expands, it lifts the concrete up and creates a stable base so that it doesn't sink down further again. Can all concrete be lifted? So if the concrete's too cracked, it's going to be very difficult to lift. In fact, it's probably just going to make it worse. Polyjacking is used on full non-broken slabs of concrete that have only broken in one or two spots, leaving areas that can still be manipulated and lifted easily. How long does polyjacking last? Well, the polyjacking foam lasts indefinitely. It will never go away, and once it sets up, it's inert and it won't leach chemicals or anything into the ground. It will always be there. Now, having said that, there are other factors in keeping your concrete slab lifted. If you use polyjacking or any other service to lift your slab and you do nothing about water management around the area that caused the slab to sink in the first place, well, there's a likely chance that that slab is just going to sink again. So it's very important to take care of the water drainage around the area, extending those gutter extensions, grading the dirt away from the area, maybe even installing a French drain so that you can move any standing water away. That is the most important thing, and it'll help make your repair last. How long is the warranty on polyjacking then? Well, a polyjacking warranty is typically 5 years long due to all the mitigating circumstances that play a role in that concrete settling. How well the area is maintained plays a large role in how stable that concrete will be in the future. Again, if you don't extend the gutters, you allow water to pool there, maybe some rodents or raccoons digging underneath and that problem hasn't been taken care of and they're still digging underneath the foam that lifted the concrete up. All these things can cause that concrete to resettle. And so most companies typically have a 5-year warranty. So you might ask, well, if it's so easy and it's so effective and it's so quick, what's there any cost related to it at all? Why isn't this as cheap as going out and grabbing a meal? The two biggest things that go into polyjacking for the cost are obviously your labor and your material. The expanding foam, it comes in big 55-gallon barrels. We're able to order a lot of it, but it is costly. The machine that's used to pump it, the specialty machine that takes special training in order to use, so that labor has to be skilled labor as well. This isn't something where someone's just going to come over with a crowbar, try to lift up the sidewalk a little bit, throw a little dirt under it, and call it a day. Companies are bringing highly advanced machinery with highly skilled technicians out with top-of-the-line material in order to provide you with a quality service. Can the work be done year-round? I mean, we're just putting the concrete up. There shouldn't be any temperature regulation with that, right? In fact, there is. The expanding foam that mixes together does so at a certain temperature. Now, if it's really cold outside and that material gets injected under the concrete, well, that cold temperature is going to lower the temperature of the material. It's going to lower the reaction. The material won't react as quickly, making the job more difficult. It won't react as strongly, so it won't have the strength that it should have. And on top of that, the ground is frozen, so it won't be able to compact the ground. So once it thaws, that ground will get squishy again. And besides the soil being able to be compressed and the concrete settling once it gets warm, you have one more thing you need to worry about if you're lifting concrete in the winter. And that's the frozen ground and frost can actually stick the concrete to the ground. So instead of lifting it, you could just end up cracking it. How soon will the area be usable after I have my concrete slab lifted? So if you have your polyjacking done, you can use the area right away. Semi-trucks are able to drive over it within 15 minutes. So this stuff sets up very quickly, hardens very fast, and it's usable right away so that you can get right back to using that area with as little disturbance as possible. Will polyjacking make my concrete perfectly level? Lots of times, yes, it can actually make your concrete level. But this is not a guarantee. No company will guarantee it because it's not an exact science. It's more of an art. We can lift it up, but there are cases where front porches will have rebar into the foundation wall, and that front porch was able to sink down and bend the rebar, but when you go to polyjack it back up, it doesn't lift back up. So in a lot of cases, first and foremost, what contractors are doing is just stabilizing the slab so that it doesn't sink any further, and then attempting to raise and level it back up. Many cases it can get back to where it was. You are still going to have the little holes that are filled in and evened out so that they blend in with the concrete, but it will not make everything brand new again. It won't make the concrete shiny again. It won't uncancel your plane tickets. It won't fix your marriage, but it will stabilize your concrete. And just to sum up, I'd like to go through the pros and cons of using polyjacking to lift and level your concrete slabs. With polyjacking, you're getting highly trained and skilled employees who are specializing in this unique service, not multiple services. So you've got someone who is concentrating directly on your single issue. The warranty for polyjacking is fantastic, and it allows for companies to come back and relift to ensure that the area was taken care of and no spots were missed. It is more economical than a full replacement of a concrete slab, which not only costs more money, but takes a significantly longer amount of time in order to complete, meaning that that concrete slab can be down and not usable for more than a month at times, and that's not including the wait time you have until you can actually get the job done, which is another polyjacking advantage where most companies can get out there fairly quickly to get your repair done. You have smaller port hole sizes than other methods of lifting and leveling concrete, which make the repair more aesthetic and easier blended in to the surrounding concrete. It's considered to be more of a permanent repair, as the material used is permanent and won't ever wash away or deteriorate. It actually addresses the soil issues underneath the slab as well by compacting that soil before it lifts the concrete, meaning it addresses the issue while fixing the aesthetics. And again, it sets up and it cures within 15 minutes, meaning it's very quick, it's very effective, and you can get on with your life and forget it ever happened. If you have any questions about polyjacking that weren't covered in this video, feel free to reach on out to us, leave a comment on a blog, send an email. We'd be happy to help out any way that we can. Give us a call over at The Real Seal, where you know not everything's better when wet.